This is happening all too often, but people don't want to talk about it. This video is brought to you by the Officer Tatum store, where you get all the cool merch. Buy one, get one half off. Exclusive discounts. We're trying to clear out the warehouse. Text Tatum to 53445 if you want that discount. Text Tatum to 53445. And also all my customers that are on the email list, we got you. We're going to take care of you. Like and subscribe to this channel. Download the podcast, the B. Tatum Show podcast on all podcasting platforms. Y'all know what to do. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, I was on Eric Balling's news hit. I was on his show just earlier. We were talking about this particular situation, and it really bothered me for multiple reasons, right? For the most obvious reason, you have a young lady begging for her life as a criminal gets into the backseat of her car, shoots her in the head, throw her out on the curb while she begs for her life and leaves behind all of her children. Incredibly sad situation that was unfortunate and should have never happened. That in and of itself is enough to make people frustrated. Not once does it matter to me initially about the color of people's skin. This is devastating and evil no matter what skin color you are, whether you're perpetuating this or you're the victim of this being perpetuated to you. It is irrelevant. It's sad. However, there is a racial component to this. And I think that people are afraid to talk about it. They don't want to say it. But why is it young black men that are primarily involved in these heinous crimes? Why is it? Why is it? People often tell me, oh, it ain't all black people. Of course it's not. There's tons of black people that ain't involved in this. But why is there a higher percentage of our young black men who are involved in these heinous crimes? Now, is this his first offense? No, it's not. Stevie Wonder can see that this is not this gentleman's first offense. He got out on bail before for another gun charge. And what makes me upset with people is that they don't want to have the conversation about this. I just did a hearing, a congressional hearing. I was at a congressional hearing to talk about these violent crimes, these increase in violent racist crimes against black institutions. When are they going to have a hearing about the terrorism that our young black men are involved in the black community and in other communities? Because I would argue that not a single person on here right now watching this can find me 5 incidents where a black person was just driving down the street, minding their own business, Uber driving, and a white man gets in the back, smokes the young black lady, and throw her out on the curb. I don't think you can find me one that a scenario like this happened to a black woman at the hands of a white man. I don't think you can find me one video of all white people doing a smash and grab in a black-owned business. You can't find a video. Show me a video where you see a mugshot of a white man. I'm sure you can find one, but it's rare that you're going to find a video of a mugshot of a white man shooting the kids in the head in the drive-by shooting. Just find that for me. Pull it up on the screen for me. Comment in the comment section. This is a serious issue. This is a problem. And you look at any statistical data, black men, black people in general are murdering white people twice as much as white people are murdering black people. Black men, by and large, are murdering each other at 96%. White people are in the 80s. Intraracial murder is the most prevalent murder. But 96% versus 80-something percent is a big influx and a difference. Why is that? Why are we not having these conversations? Why are we not acting as if these young men that are out here like this are terrorists? They're murdering people. Have you ever heard of drill music? There's a genre of rap music where all they're doing is talking about how they murdering other black people. If you afraid, you worried about the N-word, The N-word is prevalent in the commission of murder against other black men. We need to find a solution to this problem before we talk about white supremacy and all this other stupid stuff that they selling you. Why are our young black men committing heinous crimes? Smash and grabs, murder, gang banging, violence within the community. Why is that? I got a few suggestions, but people don't want to hear me say this. You cannot have, men will not behave like this if they have a father in their house, male leadership in their community. They will not act like this. If they are not enthralled with gangster rap thugging, you won't breed men like this. If they're not getting a slap on the wrist after having a gun charge and bailing out or getting bonded out on a gun charge, they should have been in prison for a long time for, because you slap them on the wrist because of black and brown bodies are in prison too much. You wouldn't have people on the streets that are absolutely terrorizing communities all over the country. I can say all over the country, in areas where black people are present. It's a shame. And I grew up in an environment where I knew people who were thugging like this. And I know that they didn't have no real father in the house. I know that they didn't have any real punitive consequences. I know that there ain't no opportunities, because ain't nobody can have no business when you gonna get robbed for your business. Your property value is not going to go up in a community where they thugging all day and doing drive-by shootings and it's the most dangerous place for you to live. Of course, there's no opportunities there. And it's run by Democrats who do literally tear everything up that they touch. They do all these social programs that don't work. They just pass your kid through school, even though high school kids have a second grade reading level. No wonder there's people bred that come out like this. And then people get mad at other people because they become racist and prejudiced against young black men. Y'all are making people racist against other black men, because every time you turn the TV on, and it ain't just propaganda, the statistics, FBI statistics, the same ones y'all use to talk about white terrorism, are the FBI statistics that show that black men in this country are responsible for over half of all the murders. And black men don't make up a significant amount of the population. Why are they disproportionately represented in murders? Disproportionately represented in the prison system? But Brandon Tatum's a coon Uncle Tom sellout, because I'm bringing up the obvious. Y'all ain't never lived in the hood. Some of y'all don't know what this look like. There are people that do not care about their lives. It ain't got nothing about no opportunities. They're breeding murderers. Some of these single moms are breeding the next murderer, because they don't tell them no. They can't control them. They don't know where they daddy at. And some of these fathers abandoning their responsibility. They want to go club instead of taking care of their own kids. And then they come out like this. They talking about gang banging and Snoop Dogg is cool. Sea walking is cool, until your kid is sea walking and killing people. I just think this is what bothers me, man. Like, white supremacy is bad. I hope that every single white supremacist go to prison. And if you racist against other people, I hope you lose everything you own. But we ain't gonna talk about this. That's my problem. When you talk about the black community, don't say nothing to me. Don't say nothing to me about slavery. Don't say nothing to me about white people until you address this. Because black men murder more black men in a 6 to 8 month period than the entire history of lynching in the United States of America for 86 years. I think 86 or 89 years of lynching, recorded lynchings. There's more black people that kill other black people in a 6-month period than 80-something years of lynching. Don't believe me. Go look it up for yourself. I looked it up. That's how I found that crazy number. More black men have murdered black men in Chicago alone in the 8 years of Obama's administration than all of our military personnel that have died in combat in Afghanistan and Iraq. Don't talk to me about white supremacy. Why are we not doing more? Why are we not speaking more on this issue that's demoralizing our young people and making everybody afraid of them? You know, I know this is very controversial for me to say this, but I can see why people that have never been exposed to black people, meaning that you have never grew up around black people, nothing, and you may be afraid. That don't mean it's right, but I can see how people get to that point. I can see how you look at a man walk around with his pants sagging and thugging and looking like this dude, and you're like, oh, hold on. Oh, don't act like you shouldn't. When you got tattoos on your face and stuff, oh no, he totally no, bro, that ain't cool. Look at the mugshots of young black men going to prison. They all look similar to this. Dreads, tats on their face, teardrops. But the white people, anybody else supposed to turn a blind eye. You see a white man with a swastika on his head, and nobody's going to be shocked that you look at him and be like, oh, hold on, bro. What he doing? What is he doing? See a white dude with his tats on his face and swastikas and he crossed the street, nobody would say, oh, you shouldn't have crossed the street. That's racism. Just because he's got swastikas and tatted up and look like a lunatic don't mean you should be judging him. But a black person come with tats on their face and thugged out, and you supposed to, oh, I'm wrong for looking at you. Nah, man, I'm black and I look at, nah, man, I don't want to fool with y'all pants sagging down and thugging and gang banging. I don't want nothing to do with gold teeth in your mouth. I don't want nothing to do with that. Anyway, let me get off here. People calling me, and I need to get up off this video. Like, subscribe to the channel, comment in the comment section. What do you think? And I'll put the link to this article it's actually an Instagram post by Right Wing Angel, so you can read for yourself. You can Google this article. You'll see all the crazy information there. But I just had to get this off my chest, man. I'm just so sick of people being fake. Comment in the comment section. I'll talk to you on the next one. I'm out.